1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna turn my. Can I turn this up? Hello, hello, hello. 1 2 1 2.
I got you over
You
here.
got me? I can't hear myself. What should give me more volume? The local? 1 2 1 2. I can hear myself. Okay, the local. And then the return. I just got them turned up. Hello, 1 2 1 2. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming out to Penwood High School. We're here in the shoebox, and we're getting ready for tonight's contest. And so just figured I would just have a little background on the season as we get prepared. And we're going to have, we have roughly about 12 minutes before game time. So I want to sit here and just explain that we've had a COVID-19 restricted season. So we've played 10 games. And we are 6-4. We ended senior night with a win over Imhotep. Tonight we're playing Perk Valley, who plays in the PAC conference, and they have one of the toughest conferences in girls basketball. Springford is the #1 seed, which is who the winner of this game will get, who has an awesome Division I player. They also have Methacton, who's been pretty good, and so they have some really good teams in that league, and so they're not going to be surprised at our level of talent and ability. They'll be prepared for it. So I think the game-wise, the game is pretty much a pretty even in size. We're going to see how styles hold up. You know, we like to play a little more up-tempo basketball game, try to get up and down the court a little bit and see if we can get them to turn it over. So the pace of the game is always going to be something that we try to challenge and make difficult for other teams. That's part of what we try to do here at Penwood and make it work on that level. Our Penwood team is led by 2 seniors and a sophomore, and that is Raquel Curry, Ashley Cyrus. Both of them are 4-year players here, 4-year starters. They've been around the program. They've actually played at the middle school level, and this is their 3rd, I believe, playoff opportunity. I'm trying to think if they missed a year. It could be 4. I have to sit back and think about it, but they've played. They've actually won a game in the tournament last year. We were playing in 5A. This is 6A basketball, so this is the biggest level that we have here. And we had a chance to make it into state playoffs, but missed it. This year, during the COVID-19 restrictions, there will only be 1 team going to the state playoffs from each conference. So it'll be a 12-team bracket, and you would have to actually win a district championship to get there. So while that'd be a hard process for us, we are the 16th seed, so we get a home game. There's actually 13 through 20 us playing now in like a play-in round game, and then as a 16th seed, we would play the 1 seed. So it's kind of like getting to the second round of the tournament without having necessarily the first round of the tournament, because we extended the seasons a little bit longer to just compensate for more games. Methacton played 14 games, I believe. They're 8-6. And they are led by 2 seniors and I think a junior. Let me go over there. I have their roster here. Number 4, Naya Daisy, is probably their all-around best player. And Emma Miley, who's a junior, might be the best player all the way around in all aspects of the team. I was out there watching her. She was knocking down some jump shots as well. 423, and I think the other one is Jennifer Beatty. I have to check my notes here in a second, but they're playing. They've played a lot of basketball. They've played against some good teams. They've only played league games, so they don't actually have anybody that plays with our level of speed. That's one of the unique things about Penwood. We actually, if you watch me enough talk, you'll hear me talk about girls and boys basketball, how I feel like the games are called way differently, especially at the high school level. There's a lot more contact, and so we kind of play what I would say is more of an up-tempo style, more of what you would think would be a basketball game, more man-to-man pressure, zone trapping pressure, where more teams play more, if they do pressing, it's more like 2-2-1 or 1-2-2 pressure that kind of comes along, so it's a little more zone coordinated, other than Abington we played, who definitely got up and pressured. But so you'll probably see those different kind of ideas at stake here. We're going to see who wins. We'll also see what the foul trouble is. If we're able to play, our roster is a little more full out than it had been all season. We've actually played the season with mostly 6 players. So, as we made the playoffs, we had a couple students come back for different reasons, and that's going to give us pretty much an opportunity to have a little more full roster. So we'll see exactly how that fends for us, but usually foul trouble has been a big thing. We've had problems. We had 2 people foul out of the last game. We had 7 at the last game. So it's always made it difficult for us, and we've been playing undersized. So we have a little more size than we normally have. So it'll be interesting to see what our team looks like in this situation. And then our best player that you would say probably has been LaShonda Smith, who is a junior. She transferred in last year, and she is an amazing talent. Her and Cyrus really can score the basketball at a high level. You'll hear me picking about shot selection and decision making, because I think those are the things that, coming as a former guard, I think those are the things that we try to pay attention to in this space. But and so I think those are things that we have to work on. We cause a lot of turnovers, but we create a lot of turnovers as well, as far as in not taking the ball as judiciously as I would like to see us do, normally coming up against pressure, zone pressure, and then also trying to get out in transition. We're always trying to run out because we've been undersized, trying to get at transition baskets, because Ashley and Shay, LaShonda Smith as we call Shay, they're really tough on a one-on-one. It's pretty much hard to keep them from either Euro stepping to the basket or knocking down an open jumper or just being creative with their ball handling skills. So they play at a pace that's usually faster than a lot of girls that we'll see. So we'll see if she can dictate the game. She has the ability to kind of dictate games, but it's tough when we play against teams that are very structured, that move the ball around, that are comfortable running their system, that have been playing a lot. When I look at Springford, like some of the other schools in the league, those girls have played a lot together. They're kind of conditioned to grow up playing together. We don't have that as much here. I think we have pretty much like 1 to 2 AAU programs in our area that utilize our gym. So our kids are kind of spread out, and they kind of come together at middle school. I would say of that middle school, for the seniors, there's only 2 that were on the team, and then so we kind of get 2 years at middle school, and then like another run together. And this would have been a year that we thought that even though they were moving up in classification, that they would have been more competitive in the upper half of the bracket, maybe like a top 10 to 18 in 6A, which is big for us. As probably one of the smallest big schools in District 1. District 1 usually gets about 8 teams into the tournament at that level, and so we have a big influence on the state. I mean, truthfully, you'll be looking at Springford as a possible state championship type team. So hopefully if we can play well and execute the game plan, try to get them to turn the ball over a little bit and get out in front. We're a team that we score in bunches. So if we get out in front, it's always a little tough because we feel like sometimes we got to hold down and force teams to press us to get back in it. But that game also plays into a point of taking more quicker shots. If we stay in the game, we're behind. A lot of times I feel like we're going to catch up because we're going to hit a period of hitting some jumpers and getting some turnovers that's going to bring the game close. So it's unique when you come to girls basketball for Penwood. It has been a unique experience. I've enjoyed and frustrated the process with it. We're really kind of looking into the part where we'll be kind of rebuilding our team, and we have a sophomore playing today who last year was a big part of our program and our second leading scorer last year on the team, or third leading scorer, but our most consistent scorer and rebounder. I mean, she pretty much averaged a double-double, and so we'll see her tonight. I'm sure she's going to be out of breath like a lot of our kids are. The kids are kind of getting into playing shape a little bit after about 10 games and 8 weeks of basketball, because we only got to really start playing in January. So hopefully we can get a good game. They're excited about being here. They're excited about playing and having a good competition day. So hopefully what we'll see is a lot of activity, a lot of points. That'll work for us. less fouls, hopefully. That'll work for us as well. But we'll see a good contest, and both teams playing really hard. All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. We'll see you at game time. So,
officials are asking me what we're doing.
so I don't think we.
Guy from Daily Times is here. He wasn't on the list. They want to know if he wanted to let him know.
Tell them, hey, Dad, tell them they can let media in. We just got to keep track of our number. Like, our, you know what I'm saying? No, that's it.
So these, what this engage the mic.
How you say Perkiomen Valley?
Perkiomen Valley.
Perkiomen Valley.
Perkiomen.
Perkiomen Valley.
All right, we're live here.
We live?
Yeah, sorry. I know you got here a little late.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, everybody. Welcome on out to the Shoebox. We want to thank you guys for all being out here today. We are excited about it, and this game is going to be called by me, and our play-by-play is Devon Edwards.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A former and Penwood basketball alum.
Yes.
And he will be here representing and calling the game. And we're ready to get started, so we're looking to get it going from the Shoebox.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully this will move us to the next level. Devon, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yeah, so I'm excited about today's game. We have Perkiomen Valley that was 86 for the season, and I think this is their first district game in about 3 years. So I know this is something that the coach is looking forward to. What's your thoughts, Coach?
I think that Perkiomen Valley is definitely excited about this opportunity. They think that this is an even contest. I actually think they think they can come in here and get this W. So we're going to see if they can handle our speed and pressure. Number 4 is their number 4, number 20 are their best players.
Yeah.
So
I did a little research, Coach. So prior to me coming here, I wanted to make sure I kind of had a little background of the team of who I'm watching before I just sat down in this chair. So I know that number 3 and 4 are kind of their key players, and number 20 gets involved as well. So I think that we have a good game that we're looking forward to today.
As we saw, that was Zanaya getting number 20 got an open jump shot, didn't go down, and Zanaya got her first rebound, led us with a double-double last year, and we went out, and as we talked about earlier, Penn had a turnover.
So that's number 3, Jennifer Beatty, junior guard, with a 3-point shot to start the game off. So looking on the expert, I think that she was one of their top 3-point shooters for this season, so I think that's one of the players that we have to keep an eye on and do that. Good shot.
There goes a bucket right down there for Shea. So actually we talked about the 2 best players early in the pregame, and both of them got knockdowns here, and it looks like we're getting out and getting started. Little technical difficulties there. We're trying to get some things set up. I know that there was out of bounds. I think it was off of Perkiomen Valley.
Yes.
So we'll see them coming up. And we played Perk in a couple playoff games in football a few years ago. Lost a tough one out there. I think that was during the Nick Lincoln era. And so we've had to going out there. Very, very nice campus out there. And
that's out about in Collegeville, right?
Yes. So we get to bring them down to the neighborhood today and introduce them to the shoebox. So let's see how they handle it. They're out here in the 1-3-1.
Yes. 1-3-1 zone. I see they're trying to focus down there in that gray area.
If you can see right now, they went to a 1-3-1. They're trying to put some pressure on the outside and see if we can go inside. And we're trying to use Rocky on the screen there, but Shade looked for the long pass. And that's the thing that we have to really focus on is taking care of the basketball.
Yes. Box out.
Offensive rebound.
Offensive rebound by number 20 and a putback. Emma Miley, I'm sorry.
So I missed it on the first one. The first one was by Batee. Thought they both were by Miley.
Miley again with the take. Double dribble is what they call.
So you see Perk Valley tried to got the turnover, which is probably our 3rd turnover already of the half, and they tried to get out and run on us a little bit, and they weren't able to convert there. So truthfully, the pace is kind of in a good space for us.
So that's what I wanted to figure out because, looking at their schedule, due to COVID, you can't have as big a vast a schedule that we're typically used to. So a lot of the schedule is more condensed, and I can see that some of the games have been blowouts, but some games are close. So I wasn't really sure what teams what I was going to see today.
So that bucket was there by Raquel Curry, my sister.
Okay.
Nice mid-range jumper there. So it puts us back at 5-5. Let's see if we can get the score fixed on the board for you guys there a little bit. But Perk is working the ball around the corner and knocking down jumpers.
Emma Miley again. So she's very active today.
Yeah, I saw on pregame warm-ups. The jumper looked good, and she's been good with the ball so far. So right now we have Penn swing the ball around the corner.
And they're back at the man-to-man.
Getting the ball into Jordan. And there's Ashley, who loves to get in the lane, putting pressure on them and get where we're trying to get to, which is to the free throw line.
Yes. So fouls on number 3, Jennifer Beatty. But on the floor they call it. So we're going out of bounds.
So here we have right now, we have Perk looking like they're playing like a man. They're kind of in a zone situation, but it looks like a man.
It looks like they're the man as well. Yep, they're the man, box set. Skip. Good shot.
A little quick, I thought it was.
A little quick, but I'm not, sometimes it's more or less, if that's the rhythm that she needs, then get it up.
So we're working a little zone and trying to get the ball up and down the court, but I see.
Yeah, so that was another shot by Emma.
And this is Shea in traffic, but almost a turnover there. Quick jumper, and it goes down.
So Penwood just has to do better. Just while they're in the zone, they have to better and keen on where Emma is. Identifying the shooter.
And Penn was trapping in the corners, but it's leaving the opposite side of the zone open.
Exactly.
And 3 already knocked down another one, and that's another one, but it's a quick one. And here we go. Out in transition. And this is what we do well. Can we get a bucket out of it? Oh, good job getting back by Perk. Swing the ball. Raquel Curry at the top.
Traveling.
One of the things that I often talk to her about is really trying to make a decision. It's like you have to kind of know where you want to go with the ball. You get the ball in transition there, you get a mid-range jumper, and that's an open shot for us. Instead,
well, a lot of times we find that in situations like that we want to do so much, but the best thing we can do is just slow down and just do what's best for you. That's why we want to try to remove thinking from the game, and that allows the player just to do what they feel most comfortable. And I think in that situation she had so many different ideas and didn't know what to do.
Quick shot on the floor, scrapping for the ball. Who's coming up with that? I don't know who's coming up with that.
Valley has it.
Quick shot again. Knocked down.
Knocked down by Anna Stein, freshman. So she has about a couple more years. This is her first district.
Penn comes back down. Shea with the ball up top, swinging that through to Raquel Curry. Seeing what they're doing here. They kind of rotate the ball around the zone and look for a place to kind of get active in it. A little too much holding, as I would think, but
try to get the ball to the wing, get the entry that way. Got a little feel for the ball.
We got Anna Stein. You got a freshman handling the ball. I'd like to see us really get after her in this situation.
So
but
PV in a 1-4 high set.
Wasn't quite ready for that one, but the referee had to make a call. Was a little bump on there.
A tad bit.
But, I like to see us let that play.
But it's early in the game, so I think the referees are trying to determine how they want the rest of the game to go. So maybe they don't want it to be a physical game. The fouls have been low so far, so hasn't been bad so far.
20's been aggressive.
Yes.
Oh, real aggressive.
Yes,
that's a quick shot. That's what we want. And here we are out in transition. And another turnover.
Gotta get back. Transition defense. Come on, we lagging.
Sloppy play turned into a wide open jump shot.
Yes.
I missed who that was. Was that Anna Stein for the jumper there? Or?
I believe so, yes. Sorry about that, comments. I have to do better with getting the names. Okay, down low.
It seemed like they've been trying to get the ball into Zanaya's hands, trying to get her in the game. See how she's going to handle it. I already see her bending over. It's tough when you haven't been playing and you get out here and you get a first crack at it.
And I was going to say, so for you as the AD, how have you seen COVID impacted all the sports, and that's just about the women's program in particular?
It's difficult. It's not even the same type of season. Mm-hmm. The goal is really trying to give the kids a chance to play, help them virtually a lot in this academic space. I think we have certain students that are doing excellent in this virtual space, and other ones that have been terrible. So we've had a few students that we've had to really help and monitor, and she's been one of them. And but she's earned her way back onto the floor. So I'm glad to see her out here.
That's awesome. So just 2 for 2 with the free throws.
And here goes our third senior. This is also her first game of the year.
Oh, okay.
And wow. Angelique Garrett. So hopefully we'll get some good minutes from her as well. And maybe she'll help us a little bit with our rebounding. Not there on the air ball.
D, trap in the corner. Come on, ref. I thought that was a good trap in the corner, maybe a little bit contact with the lower body. Couldn't see too good.
One of the things I try to talk to them a lot about is really focusing on, kids don't box out nowadays. So I'm telling them that, you want to get some contact, but for us, tapping the ball out and turning it into a loose ball is a good thing for us.
Yes.
So when it's an air ball, it makes it difficult, and we'll see what happens. So right now, Penwood's in a 3-2 matchup zone. They get it up top, swing it to the corner. Quick shot. Rebound by Raquel Curry. And a turnover. That's probably our 5th of the quarter.
I was going to say number 5 or number 6 for us. Travel. Double dribble. Okay. What I can say is it looks like Penn wants to push the pace, but it looks like we're just having a little bit too many turnovers. I think that if we just get a little bit more control, every fast break does not need to be a fast break. And you being a former point guard, what would be your advice right now?
Yeah, I talked about in the pregame just the fact that it's we play a style that tries to make the game more what I would call of guys like.
Okay.
And
good rebound.
Good rebound. 2 shots. Can we get one here?
Good rebound.
That was Ashley Cyrus.
There it is. Oh, good hustle. Who's that number? Good hustle by number 21.
Raquel Curry. Good hustle.
Oh, go ahead, sis. You got to say sis, man. Good hustle, sis.
So we try to pick the turnovers up, the tempo up, and hopefully it'll help our team in the long term because most teams don't play at this pace. But it definitely we have not mastered the turnover aspect, especially in the COVID season. Handling the ball and that pressure has been difficult for us.
Well, I mean, being a former basketball player here and alumni of Penwood as well, I think that's just in the culture of how we play in our identity as a culture and as a team, both in the women's and men's program. What was that called? Was that a charge or?
I think that was a foul there.
Okay, black and foul. Now with the mask, do you think that this is something that's going to be the new feature of high school sports?
I'm hoping it will disappear when
Okay.
when COVID kind of disappeared. There's a foul.
Wow.
So what we see there is, we're always looking for our first semi-clean look, right? And but if you see with Angelique's size, she was able to provide us some rebounding there and gave us a second opportunity and a second shot, and we got into the lane. So our goal while right now is 3 to 4. Our goal is to put pressure on them and get them in the space. That's the second one on Nia Daisy, and she's a main player for them. So hopefully we can turn these free throws into points. That's always the challenge.
Crucial. Going up for the second. Everyone's good.
1 out of 2.
Looks like they're in
some full court pressure.
like in a diamond, 3/4 court diamond.
I go 1-2-1-1, and get a turnover out of it, do we?
No.
Yep. Nope.
No. She tipped the ball.
It's good timing out of that make by Coach Mo bringing that out.
Yes, just to slow them down a little bit, just give them a different look. I think they were very comfortable bringing the ball up, just give them a different scene and have to try to identify what's going on.
Well, they've identified the fact that we're going to zone them up and they're going to shoot jumpers against the zone.
Yes.
So,
but we have to get a little bit more movement in the zone because right now that back corner, that skip pass is wide open. I think there's certain individuals within the realm of their offense that aren't really key, that they don't have to key in on, but there's certain people that they have to key on. All the way, Euro. Woo!
Ashley get a bucket. Cyrus gets in the lane. Good rebound by Raquel Curry and gets it out.
Way to finish the quarter. So we end the first quarter 13-12. Penwood is leading with a nice Euro from Ashley. Cyrus?
Cyrus.
Yeah, Ashley Cyrus with the nice Euro. So we close out the first quarter 14-13. 13-12. Penwood over Perkiomen Valley. I don't know how to say that. Sorry, Coach.
Perkiomen Valley. We got to break you back in. You've been living in Harrisburg.
I've been living in Lancaster for too long.
Lancaster, there you go. 717.
PV, the Lady Vikings. All right, we're live back at the Shoebox with PV versus Penwood, and this is District 1 game, right, Coach?
District 1 playoffs, first round. We're doing a modified schedule where only the top 20 teams are making it, so 13 through 20 are playing today.
Okay.
We have the 16 seed, so we would have had a We would have had a first-round game. I don't know. I know they cut it down to 28, so we might not have had one if they didn't do the format this way.
Okay.
But we get a score, and we do have the score up
All
and
right.
the time. There you go.
Yeah, so 13-12. Penwood is leading PV Lady Vikings. I'm sorry. Perkiomen Valley. Sorry for my enunciation and the mispronunciation. I'm not doing it on purpose, but I promise I'll get it better by the end of the day. But yeah, so we are about to start the second quarter. We have the legend Rap Curry on the microphone with me, Javon, the alumni class of 08. And we're about to start the quarter as we speak.
So what we saw here is we saw really the game have some tempo and some poise. Obviously,
Yes.
the game was a little bit faster. I think we won a game that's going to put us in that 60 range.
Yes.
I think they probably won it more in the 50-ish range. So we'll see if we can keep that up.
Yeah, I was going to say in their last 6 games, a lot of their wins have been with them scoring up just right around 40 points. So I would think they want to keep it at a low-scoring game, and a lot of their high-scoring games, they either won by a small margin or they lost. And I know that we want that fast-paced game, so us getting to the 50-60 range is going to be the key range to victory. So I think they're playing to our pace, but we just have to slow down with the turnovers.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that the more opportunities we can get, the better for us. So we'll see how they go. Layla came into the game here, and there goes get in the lane and a turnover. Got to get shots, ladies. Got to get shots.
So right now we're on a 48-52 pace if the game were to end at this juncture. So, but we know basketball is a game of runs. So let's see what team comes out with the first run or the biggest run.
Penn was back out until they're 3-2. And we'll see what they usually do. They usually use a press trap up top, but they're kind of playing the middle of the zone. So we'll see if they try to trap on the sidelines. Shots have been coming from the corner.
Yeah, so I would say if I had to make one slight adjustment, I would not keep so much on number 10 in the middle because all she's doing is just catching and passing, right? I would use that as a way to let's see if she can beat us because I think that she only averages 1 point a game. Okay. So if we could try to get her to score see if she can score 10 points today. Let's see if she could be the person that could beat us because when she catches that ball, she's throwing it to the opposite corner, which is giving her that open jump shot.
So right there we have we had a make on the other end and then came back and we had a quick jumper and Jania got the rebound and put back. And that's what she does for us, gives us a second opportunity. So now we're moving the ball up the court on the sideline. Jordan's pressured on the sideline. Jordan's a transfer from Constitution, got her waiver this week so she can participate in the playoffs. And
good D.
And there's a body foul.
And I don't even know if we need to pressure up that hard on them. Just does a 5-second count still count in high school basketball, coach?
It does.
So maybe if we just put the hand out and just initiate the count, that's just as aggressive as us being body to body with them because it seems like the referee are getting these ticky-tack counts.
Well, we're talking about the discipline, and that's what you were talking about in the first half about them not fading on 10 as much. They're playing the zone more to the structure of the zone and not to the talent. Well, what another deep jumper. Who was that over there?
That was number 3, so that was Jennifer Beatty. Carry. So now we're having a lot of unforced errors, and this is the times when we can either lose it as a team or the morale, we start looking at what's happening, or we can come together. So who is the captain or who's the one that keeps the team together for Penwood?
I mean, well, Raquel does it, but she doesn't have the ball as much, and that's got to come from Shay and Ashley.
Okay.
And Ashley doesn't have turnovers like that, but Shay doesn't usually have turnovers like that, but, that's the struggle. And look.
Yeah, we got to – so right now, again, we're keying in on number 10 so much. It's like we don't want them to get into the heart of our defense, but we want them to get into that hole because they don't want to be there. They want to shoot the ball. They're driving the kick. They're open. They're going inside to go outside. You know what I mean, Coach? Yep.
I think we're having I'm watching what's going on here. That's like our second turnover. I think they're calling carries.
Carry, yes.
And that's an interesting perspective that's going on right here. That's 2 carries in a row.
By number 4.
And those are things that I just feel like would not be called.
If different teams were playing, and it's all about different situations.
Well, you have me. I work from the perspective of boys and girls. And look, they're really jacking the shots up. Is that Batty again?
Yep.
She is knocking it down.
Well,
Penwood gets timeout.
If you look at the last 4 possessions, Coach, they're going inside and then they're going outside, or they're doing a quick skip pass, and that's what's opening everything up. They're slowing the rotations, but they're not moving it with the flight of the ball. They're waiting for the person to catch it, and then they're moving instead of moving with the flight of the ball, and that's hurting us. We're a step behind, and all they need is 1 second to shoot.
Well, they're swinging the ball. We're as you were saying, we're playing the zone and not playing the people.
Yep.
And number 3 and number 20 are really getting buckets out of this. So they're setting the tone for the game plan right now, and the turnovers that we've had in this process are hurting us. So
yes.
See what we come out with here. We definitely need an adjustment. See what's going to happen here.
But guess what, Coach? If it's one thing that you taught me, basketball is the game of runs. Mm-hmm. So now we see that they had their run. Now it's our opportunity. We see this is their best punch. There's no other punches they can give us. So we see what they can give. We haven't been able to give our style of play, our greatest game. So let us go on a run, because we're down by 8, but that's not a big deficit. It all depends on how much weight you put on it.
Well, Penn plays in stretches, so we're going to see what happens here.
Yes.
All right, let's see what come out with. We got Shea coming out with the ball here.
So they're back in the man-to-man defense. See if we get a good set out of here. Good take. I come in with some pressure.
Is that a good bucket by F.C. Cyrus right there,
yes,
number 3? Penn gets back into their full court pressure, which is what I was hoping to see a little bit here. There was a steal.
Layup.
And it should be a foul with that as well.
And one, ref. What I tell you, Coach, it's all a game of runs.
Penn came out and it looked like was a 1-2-1, but it looked like a 2-2-1. I really couldn't get it that fast.
It looked like to be a three-quarter diamond or a 1-2-1-1, depending upon how you want to look at it. The middle, she's definitely chasing up. If the person comes up too much further, she's going to stay up with him instead of being disciplined in that zone. Yeah. So I like her principle within that. So it's definitely working. Let's stay in it. Let's see if the coach makes a change with any guard play or how he tries to break down the zone from here.
Yeah, so we get the steal and the bucket.
So they're in a press break. Look like they're in their.
Oh, there's a walk there. I thought that was a chance for another steal.
Yep.
That's what we should be trapping.
There you go.
Well,
there you go. She's
good hands in the zone.
All the way. Oh, offensive foul. So it was a good take, but the only thing, she came up too high with the release arm. The release arm came above the neck, and that's why the referee had to call that call.
I didn't see the angle with that there. I found it to be a tough call, but that's interesting.
Now, I agree. I think it's a tough call, but I think that when you see the arm come up, it's one of those things where you kind of take it out of the referee's hands.
Yeah. I tell you what, I don't think that they like the pressure that much. So let's see if we can keep it out of 20 in the middle.
Yes.
There's another turnover.
There you go. So they don't like the pressure, but they also know that once they cross half court, they're falling back in the zone. So we have to find a way to stay within the pressure after half court, at least 3 to 4 more seconds instead of just resorting strictly going right back into that zone.
Get a sub for Ashley Cyrus, and we're going to go with a little size here. Penwood's got some size in here. See what we can do. We're getting the ball in the.
Get the ball.
Good pass by Raquel Curry.
Good rebound.
And Zanaya's a magnet. That's what she does. I mean, she just moves really well without the basketball. Doesn't need to get the ball herself in position to score. She definitely can play off the ball and make putbacks and passes off the penetration. So
I love how you said she's a magnet when it comes to rebounding. And the coaches that she has on her staff, she has a lot of former alumni players that are coaching her as well, and a lot of great rebounders there as well. So I know that the coaching that she has behind her is teaching all that. So that's awesome.
Well, what I see is Penn was in the 1-and-1, and in the pregame I talked a lot about the foul. So they can make free throws and keep the pressure up. They're in a good position here.
That's a good call, right?
4 minutes in here, and as Javon said, we're down to 1 point. So we see the freshman here, number 33, with the ball again. She's been handling the pressure, been a little bit nervous. They've had 20 in the middle. I think they can keep the ball out of 20's hands.
No foul. Good no call, ref.
Thought they had a chance at a turnover there, but they didn't get it. Penn was pushing the ball back up the court. Quick shot. And a bucket. Little bucket right there by Shea.
I ain't mad at you, Shea. I ain't mad at you. Keep the pressure, Coach. Keep
25-25, and the game is good. The pace is good, and let's see what's going on. Penn tried to come out with a little trap there.
Good day. She doesn't want to shoot. There you go. I told you, number 10, she does not want to shoot. She only looked at the basket one time.
We got a turnover, but here we go. In space.
Ooh, foul.
getting into the lane. And this is where Penn can cause them problems, turnovers, and it's going to be tough to keep Shea and Cyrus out the lane.
Yes, it is. And I love how they're attacking. They're not being discouraged. They keep going. They keep going. They keep going. So they're going to need that. They're going to need that consistent energy. Because we're only in the second quarter, Coach, and this game has been very, very entertaining so far.
Well, we see the freshman, number 33, that's her third foul. And what's happening is they're getting turnovers. Now she has to come out.
And now she's being substituted. She's also in foul trouble as well, number 4. So
yeah, she's got 2 fouls.
Yeah, so right now Penn was doing a good job with the aggression of our guards, is putting their guards in foul trouble, and they don't have a deep bench. Their roster, they only have a few players that I think he only goes as deep as 8 players.
All right, well.
So now we're about to see how deep he has to go in this district playoff.
Yes, and we'll see if we can force somebody else other than number 20 and 3 to take shots.
There you go, look up.
There goes another turnover.
Good decision, good decision.
And I like how they put May Beatty, put the ball on the floor there. She did knocking down some jumpers. Always a struggle with the style. Mo goes with a free-flowing style and gives the players a chance to make plays, which they do. But there's a turnover. And look at that pressure there. Tough bucket.
That was a good shot.
I'll tell you what, Beatty's a good ball player.
Yeah, she is. I'm a fan of hers, and she's a junior guard, so there's one more year that she will be of high school basketball. Come on, help her.
Couple of bad turnovers there. I mean, I think we're seeing a little pressure there. Raquel Curry's out there handling the ball. It's really not the space where we want her to be. And then that's because Ashley Cyrus went out and then went to Zanaya, who's definitely a little tired.
Yes, I was going to say, it looks like they're winded. It looks like they're not necessarily – that play, they were just trying to take a play off. And this is not the time to, right? They had a good run. At least run a set. You know, this is the time when you have your continuous offense, do something. But this is not when – you just watch your players, struggle, you don't come for help. So
I think you got to deal with the fact that when you have students that aren't playing as much, you're just not ready to get up and down. So I think one way we're coaching this game up and down, and really a few of them are struggling with that pace.
Very true.
All right, a couple free throws. Gets Perkiomen Valley back on top, 29-26. They answered that quick run that we had, and see how this is going to finish out.
So PV starts out, man-to-man defense. Look like they're in the zone now, 3-2. I like it.
She's just tough in the bucket there. Get it into her in the post and let her go to work. And that's Anaya Gillis.
And that slows the game down as well. We need that. That gives us the extra breather. You don't always have to move so fast all the time.
Well, allows us to get into a pressure situation. And, oh, there she goes again.
Is that
number 20? She is knocking it down out there. She's putting a show on here. I think that might be her 4th 3 and a half, at least 3.
Yes. We got to check the books at halftime.
Definitely. So, inside bucket and another turnover.
So, timeout, PV. 32-28, 1 minute, 42 seconds left in the second quarter. We are live at the Shoe Pops. Was that a 30-second or full timeout?
We got a 30.
Okay, so 30-second timeout. So, as we can see, Coach, number 20, number 3 for PV are the players that we need to key on, all right? They're playing dominant, they're playing aggressive, they're playing as if they want to make it to the next round of districts.
Well, I mean, hey, look, this is the playoff time, and what I like about it, they're underclassmen,
yes.
So they're getting a good shot. So I think Emma Miley's had to help with pressure a little more, but truthfully, Jennifer Beatty is just really knocking down shots and keeping us kind of at guard, and allows them to get back in their zone. Yeah. If they can play zone, they can play in our passing lanes.
Very true.
And so that's what's keeping them afloat, knocking down the jumpers and turnovers.
All right, so 1:42 left until halftime. PV's bringing the ball up the court. Penwood is back into the 3-2 zone.
They're gonna
hold it out. They're gonna start trying to ice it. So what that coach tells me is that he doesn't want to make any more mistakes, and he wants to go into the half with the lead.
Well, I think you got to look at the foul trouble. You already got 3 and 2.
Yep.
And you're going to force them to play out, and maybe you can get to the free throw line, but you're going to take some trips away from your defense, from your offense.
All right, so foul number 4, so that's her third as well. 60 feet from the basket. I know coaches hate that. I remember Coach Jones used to snap if someone got a foul 60, 70, 80 feet from the basket. So right now that's going to be her third, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, they're in trouble on that aspect. It's going to be they're doing a. I think he was trying to take the time away right there, and they ended up getting a bad shot. So. Long jumper goes out of bounds. Looks like it's off of number 10, and Penn gets the ball back, so they get another crack at it.
Yes, but we're gonna have to start capitalizing on these free throws. You know, it's a close game. This is gonna be very important in a long stretch. So short.
It's quick.
So a quick shot.
The quick shot was by LaShonda Smith.
LaShonda up pressure right now. Don't reach.
And they had the lead number 4 in the game. There goes Beatty right there. And it looked like we got a trap and a turnover. And a turnover back.
Number 3,
Oh, and there's another one.
Good rebound.
Good rebound.
30 seconds left. Timeout. What happened? So I'm assuming that
I'm not sure what happened here. This is part of also District 1 playoffs. You're getting officials from all different areas, so I'm not exactly sure what the call was there, but we do get to keep the ball.
So
kind of stopped away a transition situation.
29 seconds left. Do we hold for one good set? Do we hold at one?
I don't see us holding for one good shot. Me personally, I would.
So they run the set, and they're in man-to-man.
She got picked there.
Good D. Jump ball. This jump ball is going to help us. So now Penwood is going to start the half with the ball, since PV is getting the ball now. 3 seconds left. We need one good stop. Going into halftime. Hopefully we don't get. Oh. Okay. Try to pull a quick one. Good block.
Almost with another foul on 4 there.
What a way to end the quarter. Baby sis or little sis. Curry would have blocked in the quarter. So we are ending the quarter 32-28. PV is leading Penwood for their first game of the District 1 playoffs, 32-28. We'll check back with you guys around about 5 minutes. Just guys give you a little recap of our thoughts of what's going on. But we thank you for watching. Coach, you have any final thoughts?
They got us on camera. You got to pull your mask up.
Oh, man, damn. Sorry.
Always policing, but nah. We're going to take a little break here, and we're going to check the book and see if we can get some stats for you guys, and come back with us. It looks like we're in for a good second half.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Testing, testing.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah. Sounds much better. Thank you.
Very, very well.
All right.
All right, back in play, and we got to check the book out a little bit.
Yeah, I got to check the book out, Coach.
Beatty, I think I was calling Beatty. Beatty has 16, 17 already.
I had 14 from the book.
You got 14 from her?
Yeah, I had 14. So I had Beatty had 14. Saw that number 20, Miley had 7. And number 33, Stein had 5. And 2 sprinkling with 2. Number 10 and number 4 with 2 each.
Yeah, I think Beatty had another 3 on there, but we'll see.
It could be. Maybe my math is wrong.
Penn came out, got a quick shot in transition. They broke it in. A little fast right there. I thought that was a travel. Swing the ball up the sideline. You know, they definitely gave up too many shots to Beatty. So we're seeing how they're going to play number 10. I think as I squeezed by them talking outside the gym, they were talking about making 10 make more plays. So we'll see what happens. Good rebound there. Good athlete.
Yes.
Shot by 4. Second rebound by 20.
So it looks like PV is crashing the boards hard. So the same momentum and energy that they started the first game with, the first half with, I should say, it looks like they're doing the same thing. So I'm not sure what the coach said, but it seems like it may be similar to what he started the game with, getting back to the early deposits of what they're doing early.
Hey, well, they're in a good spot. They're up. They've played pretty well. They're solid, and they're forcing Penn to have to make plays.
That was a great pass.
See if Raquel can get the trash. No, Zanaya back, and the bucket. Inside, fighting on the inside. A lot of tough play inside, and bucket for Penwood.
Yes,
and
she had 8 points in the first half, so she was playing really well. Maybe we could get her a little bit more touches in the inside because it seems like she's the most dominant one down there.
She's a magnet on the rebound. Look at the Hofstad and an extra one there, and what a bucket right there. She's been really taking this game over at this point in time.
Yeah, it seems like she definitely wants to make it to the next round. You know, I guess third year being in school, they haven't made it this far, so I guess she's putting everything on her back. She wants it.
turnover, and see we're not retreating back quickly. Actually jogging up the court. And we'll see what we get here. Don't fold the ball, swings it up top. A little pressure by Jordan Jones. Not Jordan Jones, or by Jordan Johnson. She presses the ball, put the ball inside the 10. She's been kicking it out to the wing for jumpers. And that's what she does. She moves that ball around, and there goes another open shot.
And she's tired.
Nia Daisy, and she had 3 fouls in the first half. She came out here strong, and that's 2 quick buckets.
Good take. Rebound up and 1.
Penn was giving them a hard time on the backboard right now. Getting good shots, not bad shots, but we're getting rebounds, but we're missing bunnies.
Yes, the easy ones. But the fact that we haven't, we're getting multiple. Now we just got to take our time. We only need a few just to go in. So 1 or 2 going in change the outcome of the score right now.
Well, that was a big foul there. That was number 4 on Daisy. Now see how they're going to do without her if she gets a 5th foul.
Unforced turnover again.
And truth, this has been the problem for Penwood all year, is just the ability to be able to take care of the basketball and get shots. They're scoring enough points, but they've given up 37 points already, and that's just way too many.
And if we had to look at how many of these points were coming strictly in a half-court set, I would say maybe half, just because of the amount of 3-point shots that they're getting. But a lot of them were because of unforced turnovers and just us being now, I won't say careless, but us not taking as great a care with the ball as we should.
Yep. Penn brings it in.
Good D.
Try to get in there. Raquel got a hand on it. Can that turn into it? And then there's another turnover, it looks like.
Yes.
I'm keeping track for this half. I had 10 when I stopped in the first half, so we're going to take 2 here, and that's 2 for Penwood already. But let's see if they can get a couple stops here, down 37-30. And they really need to get a stop here, see if they can get this lead cut down.
Coming back into the 3-2 zone.
Swing up top. They swing the ball up top. Ball in the corner. Got to be trapping that. Get that out of her hands. Swing opposite. Another quick shot. Number 20 is a good athlete in there for them.
I have to say I'm really impressed with how hard she goes for the rebounds. You know, she definitely gets low, boxes out, but she goes for that ball. She catches it mid-flight and not catches it when it gets in her hand.
And that was Emma Miley, and that's 2 missed layup and missed putback by Raquel Curry.
Pump fake.
And I like the way they're attacking us in the zone. They're getting on transition, and there's really no fear out there. They're really going after our girls in transition.
They are. They're playing very fearless. You know, most teams when they come into the shoebox, there's a level of intimidation that normally comes with it. They're coming out here with no fear.
Jacking them up.
Good D.
Dominating us, but not.
Travel.
Just be quiet here. There's another turnover right there for Penwood. Really just not getting any shots out here. Really been dominated a little bit. They need a turnover and get them an easy bucket. And there's another wide open one and another bucket. I have her down for 6'3" today. He has it down for 5, but she is really knocking down the jumpers, being aggressive.
Yes, she is.
In every way she can. That's 5 points this half. And she's on her way to a 30-point game.
Sad to say, but yes, she is, Coach. Good rebound and good putback. It's not hard to identify where she is in the zone. I think they just need to identify and give her the respect that she deserves, and let's say we're not going to allow her to touch the ball. That's a travel.
Got a quick shot. Penn was trying to get in some pressure but couldn't get there. Perk came down, took the quick shot in the middle.
Corner.
Got Shea with the ball there.
Come on. Good take.
Another runner, Ashley Cyrus in the lane. Floaters are us as we can, and Penn gets back on the pressure. Looks like we're going to some man-to-man pressure, which I really like.
I was going to say, right now we have to get up in their face and say that, listen, this is me against you. short. But they're going after the rebounds more than us. I don't know if we're tired.
I definitely think so. I think we're just struggling right now. I think the back part of the lane is just not quite there.
Good timeout, Coach. That was a great timeout.
That's a good timeout there.
42-34. PV is leading the Penwood Patriots with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. What are your thoughts, Coach?
I think this is an important trip here. I mean, I don't think the score is getting away from us. I think the energy is. And I think that they got to rotate. We're watching some of the girls who played a lot because their lineup was small, not getting as many minutes. And this is what coaches go through, right? I think you get a player like Gillis back and you want to give her time to be on the floor. But then there's students that have been playing this whole time that aren't playing as many minutes. So I think that's the adjustment here that we're struggling with.
No, I mean, I think that you said it. You hit it right on the head. You said that it's the energy, right? It's the deficit is not that big. It's just that right now it's just that the energy is starting to leave the room or leave the team. So again, this happened in the first quarter. You know, they had a run, and like I said, the game of basketball is a game of run. So it's their opportunity to come in, and Penn was trying to get their run.
Yep, and they find themselves down 8. And coming in, and I think they got to make a good possession here and try to set themselves up in pressure. Looks like they were trying to get into some more full court pressure, but that didn't happen. So see what happens here next.
Well, full court pressure, like you told me a long time ago, only works when everyone is on board. You can't have 4 people playing man-to-man because that one person that's not playing is going to kill the whole thing. So everyone has to be on board with everything, Coach. All right, so side out of bounds. Looks like PV is showing some pressure now. Falling back into a 3-2.
Yeah, it was interesting. They went to like a 1-2-2 pressure right there. They had 22 up, but just kind of evaluating her at the top of the pressure.
Yeah, so what Penn needs to do is just bring somebody up to that free throw line area, see how that back area comes up, whether they're going to chase or, or work some backdoor action. Good pump fake. Great pump fake.
Tough bucket in the lane by Rocky Curry.
Go ahead, sis.
See what's going on here. See what they're going to figure out here, what they're going to do. They're going to come out man-to-man, and they came out with some man-to-man pressure. I like to see that a little bit. Handled it. Oh, number 10 is really doing a good job on the inside right there. Is that BD with another shot?
Yes, it is. I think number 10 is just great at what her role is. She knows she's staying in the middle, rebound, pass, get it out. She doesn't try to do anything extra.
Stein, I was talking about in the first half, I think that she wasn't giving enough pressure when the ball was going middle, but she's good at distributing the ball and getting extra shots.
Yeah, she is.
Raquel Curry over to S. Saris on the runner. That foul's on Emma Miley.
Her second. So one thing I can say, Coach, looking at the book, free throws have not really been a problem. Penwood was 7 for 9 from the free throw line in the first half, and PV was 2 for 2. So it's not like free throws were a big deciding factor, who did what and who didn't do what. Do you think that's going to be a factor for late in the game?
I think it definitely is going to be. I think we're going to get opportunities. We got a missed free throw, but an offensive rebound. Another runner and a bucket.
Did you see that move, Coach?
Well, that's what she can do. She puts that thing on the floor and knows how to get around people, but she loves those runners.
Ooh. Oh, good put from behind.
Some pressure man-to-man here.
Lay it left hand.
Into a layup. And it's good. A little pressure there.
Pressure bust pipes.
Close that lead to 3. And this is Penwood with another run here. But coming off of their defense and some made free throws. And they're up top, picking up man-to-man. Oh, almost another turnover.
There you go.
And another steal. Steal by Layla Johnson, and she looks up. And finds like her big brother, Desmond Johnson. Asks the for another layup.
Pressure bust pipes, Coach. You've been asking for it the whole game. Get a little bit of man-to-man pressure on them and see how they can handle it. You can see the last 4 plays. Turnover has led to points, and now he's back 44-43. PV leads the Penwood Patriots.
I made the comment, Layla Johnson's brother was Desmond Johnson, who was a quarterback that just graduated from Penwood.
Okay.
all-time leading passer in Delaware County, and is now Westchester. And now the little sister's getting up playing varsity in her freshman year, just like her brother did when he got here. So
wow,
the family gene pool is working over there in the Johnson family.
Are there any more?
I see mom and dad here. I'll let you talk to them about that.
Well, shout out to them. Again, close game, 48 seconds left in the third quarter, 44-43. You know, earlier in the game you stated that us getting the game in the 50s and 60s is kind of like our ball game. It's not something that, you know, PV really wants, especially looking at their schedule. Most of the games when they get to this point, they either fall short or they barely make it. So with us closing the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, what are some things that you're looking for to make sure we close it out the right way?
Yeah, I think these little runs are important here, and I think we see that Perkiomen Valley is different when they have to go into their bench. And, you know, with Nia Daisy out there, they haven't been as solid in handling the ball. So we'll see what this last 48 seconds will do. So
we said free throws weren't a deciding factor, but the fouls were. So we're seeing how it's impacted PV and how it's definitely allowing us to be.
Wow, I was just talking, I didn't see. Oh, offensive rebound. Open shot, doesn't go down. Rebound, Ashley Cyrus, she pushing it out. Somebody's got to be in front of her. Block.
It was.
That's Shay. That wasn't Ashley Cyrus. That was Shay with the basket. She got the rebound.
That was
on
number 33. Is that her fifth?
That should be her fourth, I think.
Her fourth? That's her fifth, like I said, Coach.
That is her fifth.
I told you. So we had an early foul out. No, that's her fourth. It says on the board. It might have been her fourth, and since it was an and when they got the sub in.
Ashley Cyrus with the miss, but a rebound. Shay with the miss. Ashley Cyrus with the rebound.
Travel.
And that's a turnover. Sorry, I'm calling the names wrong. Shay with the missed free throw. That was a chance for Penwood to go up by 2, but they're still up 1.
Up.
Good pump fake.
It's a good pump fake. 10 seconds left to close out the half. 46.
Bucket by Emma Miley there. See, we're going to get a shot off here. Shay with the ball at the top of the key. You know she's going to look to jack this one, though. Pass it.
And we get no shot off. So PV is leading the Penwood Patriots 46-45 in the first game of the District 1 playoffs. Fourth quarter. Coach, it's an exciting game.
Hey, well, I would think that it seemed like the crowd's into it. We were able to welcome a few of our Perkiomen Valley parents. It's the first time we were able to have any visitors here.
That's awesome.
So we're hoping that, you know, this is looking like a good game for both teams. And, hey, we got a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter. We can't be mad on a Saturday afternoon.
No, this is a very exciting game on a Saturday afternoon. So thank you for everyone that's watching the live broadcast that we have for you guys. But like I said, man, fourth quarter, 46-45, low fouls. This quarter, it looks like it's going to be determined on the X's and O's and who wants it more.
Yeah, we're going to see. I mean, these are the moments as players where we get to influence and advance our teams. You know, I had the opportunity to advance to the Final Four states, and we had games like these, games that were close, and you're looking back, but then as a player, you're hoping to have a little bit of impact in moving forward. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. I think Penwood's coming out with the ball, and see if they can get a clean shot and get a bucket and get back into their pressure.
Does this remind you of any game during your playing days, whether at Penwood or at St. Joe's?
Every game reminds me of my playing days. You know the feeling.
Yeah.
All right, ball goes in. That's Cyrus at the top of the key. They're missing Layla in the back of the zone. Shay doesn't take the time, gets it up. Rocky Curry with a touch on it.
All right, out of bounds.
And it's going to stay here.
Do you like that shot? Do you think it was a quick shot? How do you feel about that?
They're quick to me. Okay. But, I mean, you know, it's a little bit of feast or famine.
Yep.
See if we can get a screen here.
Oh, you get the slip.
Oh, she missed it.
Lay up, baby. And one.
Ball bounced our way, and the magnet.
I love how
layup in 2 points.
I love how you call her the magnet because it clearly describes how she's always around the ball.
I think they got to really take advantage of trying to pressure Hannah Salazar. She's forced into a big role having to handle the ball here. And see how they are. We're in man-to-man, and I love the change here and getting away from the zone, forcing them.
So going back to that 1-4 high set. Oh.
Almost still there. Good pressure, no foul.
Good D.
Good stop, good tap out.
Good patience. Good rebound.
Penn up 1 with the ball here. This is a chance to see if you can get something good. Wow, deep one. Ashley Sires.
Good save.
Save by Zanaya Gillis.
Out of bounds. Still Penn ball side out of bounds. Number 33 is coming back in the game. Anna Stein, she has 4 fouls, so she'll be the one I want to attack right now on the offensive end, correct?
I think Coach made him. It's game-winning time. You're going to get your best players on the floor. We're going to play with our best people. And sometimes you got to say, don't foul.
Yep. Or be smart. Little assist.
Trying to get a screen and roll to Zanaya Gillis, and it was an overthrow on the pass, but Rocky Curry picking up the loose balls in transition. How can she go to the free throw line and make a couple free throws?
And I was going to say, if you look at that screen and roll, the way the defense, the back opposite person is sinking into the lane, the skip pass could be wide open for you. Who's the foul on?
It got to be interesting because they had fouls on. They had on the board said 23.
But there's no 23. 22.
33. I think she did foul out. And the Housley, who was actually handling the pressure, I think that was her 5th there. We got a little confusion.
Yeah,
they had 23, but there was no 23 in the game at that time.
Exactly, but there's a 23 in the books. But I haven't seen her in the game, so unless there's some type of clarification, maybe we could get some clarification from the books or something a little later, unless she doesn't come back in and then we know what happened. Good jump.
Raquel Curry missed both free throws, and that's what we can't have happen. You got to take advantage of those opportunities.
I'm going to keep track of the 4th quarter free throws for each team and see what happens. So right now, 0 for 2.
Got inside. Oh, good dip. Loose ball.
Push.
Tell you what, Layla's physical with hers in there. She's going after that. I knew she was going to come with that loose ball, but the foul was a little body contact.
A little too aggressive, but,
yeah.
At least she's going after. I always say I don't teach skill, I teach effort, and she's trying. Good dig.
Ooh.
Watch the corner.
The man-to-man is quieted Beatty down, but she was aggressive there, picked up another foul, and that's the 3rd on Ashley Sires.
Now, do you think the referees are going to start calling the game a little bit tighter?
They tend to always do, but wow, quick shot.
That was a quick shot. I don't know about that one.
I tell you what, Ella Stein has done a good job really battling for rebounds in there. She's been tough. Out of bounds. Hannah Salazar's got the ball. See what's going on. She's going to pop out to the corner. Daisy tried to come down lane for another one. 3. Hannah gets an open jumper. Got to win the loose balls.
Man, they're killing us on the offensive glass. Great pass.
Good play. And Salazar with the dime there. And that puts Perk back 1, 48-47. It looked like they're playing a little bit of a man-to-man, kind of a matchup version of it, screen and roll.
Looks like they're in the zone, Coach.
In the zone?
Yep.
Has the size for another runner.
Rebound, jump balls up. It should be our ball. I'm about to say, didn't they get it last?
Nia Gibbs with another rebound.
All right, out of bounds. Looks like we're in a stack.
And the Gillis as she pulls it out. Swings the ball. Should be another swing.
Good jab. Good take. Go ahead.
Okay, Raquel Curry down the lane with a little runner floater.
Go ahead,
puts
sis.
Penn back up 1. And this is where we're gonna get some pressure here. They gotta get a turnover out
Good
here.
dig.
Out this.
Right
There's
on
a
cue,
deflection.
coach.
There goes the steal.
Right
Look
on-
up.
Right on cue, coach. She's tired. Give her a quick little one.
Yeah.
Timeout. Great timeout, coach. Great timeout.
Yeah, Hannah actually dropped a great pass off there at the end of the down the lane a second ago, but I think out in the backcourt area, it's a little bit difficult, and the pressure's been kind of causing her a little nervous and swinging the ball up, and so she missed that one.
So 49-48, coach. 5:12 left. Very close game. Very exciting game. What's your thoughts, man? As the AD, seeing all this, during the COVID year, still seeing, Penwood still make it to the district playoffs. How's that, being an AD, still seeing your players, thrive even through, unforeseen circumstances?
Well, this is about to be probably the toughest there. We're actually going to do fall and spring sports almost about the same time here. And so that's going to be difficult to pull off, but I'm anxious to see the team get in the playoffs. I thought we could have full season. It could have been a higher seed and maybe not have to run into maybe a tough game in this first game, and then definitely maybe not Springport in the second game. But this is where we are, and we get a chance to play, and they were happy for that. So I'd like to see them come out here and execute and get to the lane and get to the foul line. They got four fouls. I think if they can get themselves in position to get to the free throw line, they'll be good for the rest of the game. Shea with the ball up top. Kind of over-pounding it.
I was going to say.
Come to screen and roll. Hesitation dribble. Pass to Gillis. In the lane. Missed that one. Second time opportunity. Missed that one.
Knock it down.
Ball back outside.
Knock it down.
That's an open one.
What I say, coach? I even had to see her
Big
shoot
shot.
it.
Oh, what was going up right there.
I already knew it, coach. I already knew it. I felt it in my spine.
She plays off of a field, and it goes there. Should have been a trap there, I thought. And now we'll see if Beatty's going to come back, and the ball's on the floor. And we just talked about her on the floor.
Yeah.
Raquel Kerr on the floor,
Rebound.
Hannah, big shot there. I tell you what, Ella Stein has been keeping them alive in this game here. That was a big loose ball for her. Here's Ashley Sire, bring the ball up top, getting it back to Shea. Penwood up 2, 52-50. 4:13 left in the ball game.
Let's get a good set.
I like to see them flatten it out and see if they can let Shea go to work here.
Like a 1 for a low?
Yeah.
Corner. Ooh.
I definitely see that she's trying to get the ball to Denia Gillis. I think she can really get her maybe on the second time through. It doesn't have to be the first pass.
It's because I think the defense is starting to key in on who she wants to pass the ball to. So maybe do a little swing, get the ball going from corner to corner a little bit, get the defense shifting, and then attack.
All right, 52-50. Daisy bringing the ball up here. Open jumper. She took it. It's tough. A little quick.
Oh. Sorry. Try to get it.
That's another turnover for his career right there. Javon was trying to help out.
I was trying to. I didn't want this to spill over on the equipment we have. Sorry. So, obviously, I got my first turnover, and I'm not even playing. So, I'm on a stat sheet, though.
Well, we used to want you to shoot the ball, not handle the ball when you're here at Penwood.
Yeah, well, I wish I did a little bit more during my time. But we were good. We were good. We had a really good team. And, from what I kind of got started, we won states the following year. So, I didn't get the ring or the jacket, but I felt good to be a part of, the beginning of
the development process.
Yes, sir.
Shea's out there deep. Got to find something in the lane.
Get it out. Reset. There you go. Way to reset.
Another turnover as Cyrus comes off the screen and roll, and they really didn't have an opportunity for it. I think this is part of what we talk about in that motion offense that Coach Mo likes to run. I think it puts a lot of pressure in tight situations like that. I think you want to know as a coach where you want the ball to go.
Exactly.
And that's a tough situation. So it looks like we're back into a zone, and it's a quick three. Oh, and listen, I'm going to tell you what, I think that the energy, wow, launched that one. Right in position.
There's your girl. There's your girl. I'm going to call her Baby Barkley because she is on it. She is on it.
And she is a freshman and playing solid minutes down here.
She's a freshman?
She's a freshman. First district playoff game, and those are big rebounds.
Oh, I thought she was like a junior or senior, man. No. She's poised, and it's like she understands what she needs to do, and she's doing it.
I think you see with her in the offseason, you'll see a big jump in Layla Johnson's development.
Oh, awesome. I look forward to following her career.
Swing over.
Sure.
Oh, deep, long shot. A little quick.
So like you said earlier, Coach, Coach Mo likes to run the motion offense, but in late game situations, you want to run sets and identifying where you want to go, right?
You want to know where the shots are coming from.
Exactly. And the motion is kind of predicated on, feel and is off of movement, and there isn't anything set. It's unscripted per se.
Yeah, they're got on the sideline. Oh.
Rebound.
I tell you what, Layla and Rocky crashing in there.
That was a car crash. Attack. There you go, run something.
We'll get a bucket. That's what she does.
Oh.
And there goes the magnet with the rebound and the putback.
I love
Nia Gillis.
And what year is she?
Sophomore.
What?
Sophomore.
Oh, man.
Layla's got to get back, open up the lane, sit on the baseline. Quick shot. We got to force him into another quick one. You can force him into one here. So, oh, Beatty with another quick one. And they forced her into some quick ones here in the second half.
Wow, Coach. So she's only a sophomore?
Yes.
She reminds me of like Dwayne Johnson a little bit.
Yes.
As far as her length and being able to have untapped potential per se.
Dwayne's one of Javon's teammates that is now participating overseas.
Yes.
For Penwood, and was captain of the 2009 team that won a state championship.
Yeah, and also played at East Stroudsburg. Did really well there. A lot of my teammates, did pretty well.
Yep.
So 54-50, 125 left to end the game. Coach, is getting crucial. No one's in the 1-1 yet. So this is key time. This is winning time.
Yeah, this is key time. You want to be able to make them. Really, you're looking to get fouled here. You want to make them foul you, get yourself to a 1-and-1. They can't let you sit back and hold the ball. So they're coming with a trap here. They push it up the sideline. Held it a little too long.
The last thing we want to do. Good timeout. So the one thing that you want to do right now in this situation is keep the ball in the middle of the court. You don't want to get to the sidelines because that is essentially is an extra defender.
Yeah.
So you want to find ways to keep the ball in the middle of the court, whether you're doing quick dribble handoffs to the corner they're sprinting through, or you're having your 1-on-1 and attacking and getting your space and bringing it back out. But you want to put the ball in the hands of the best free throw shooter and the best ball handler.
Well, I mean, the hard part of it is that Shea, who had the ball there, she is great at getting open and getting a bucket. But when you talk about pulling it out and controlling it gets a little touchy. So it was a good quick timeout over there on the sideline. Now what are you going to have them do? Because they got to come out and make a play here. And this is finishing time. So for me right here, I'm trying to get the ball into Shea's hand, get a screen and roll, have her get in the lane, see if she can knock me down the mid-range or get fouled.
And that's what I was going to say. I was going to say if it's not your team makeup to be a slow-down team in a situation like this, play your regular style because that's going to allow you to get through better than you trying to slow it down and run something that's going to hurt you and cause a turnover or something like that. So if anything, be you.
Turnover. Got the ball in the middle of Shea with another turnover. Rocky Curry with the ball.
That's a foul, ref. And one.
And Rocky with the rebound. Shea with the pass. Rocky with the rebound and a layup. Now they got to get a stop. Ball's coming up the floor.
Stop the ball.
Good play. Good layup there.
So 56-52, 40 seconds left. That last possession, we scored. Everything could have been well. If we would have just tried to stop the ball, it's like we were just hoping time ran out right there. Coach, what was your thoughts?
Well, they're doing a good job of trying to force it. I mean, what they've done, and you see the points has slowed. The man-to-man has actually taken some pressure and taken Beatty out of the game a little bit. But really, what's been good is actually they've gotten good play. Even in that situation, Hannah came down and took a middle range shot, but then Ella Stein, who's been dominating inside the lane, got the rebound and actually made a reverse layup.
Yeah,
traffic there.
That was a very nice layup.
So now they get to set up pressure here. So we're going to see what Penwood can do here. This is a time where you got to be able to set up, have a play to get the ball across half court, and get fouled. They're going to have to foul you twice. So this is, like I said, you're going to need to go to the free throw line and make some free throws. You're up 4. Goal is not to turn the ball over. So hopefully we're going to talk positive.
Yeah. Well, if I were Penwood, I'll expect a zone type press. They're not the strongest man to man, so I'll expect maybe like a 1-2-1-1 or 1-2-1-1. That's all I think, because the 2-2-1 would be to slow them down. They need something that's going to get some pressure on a quick trap. So I'll expect some type of zone press if they're going to pressure at all. Or a quick trap right when they cross half court. But they're going to try to find a way to get the ball out of the ball handler's hands and a quick turnover.
Yeah. Well, they got Raquel Curry taking it out. She's a good defender. Good passer. So
she's starting off man-to-man.
She can move. She's got the ball. Got good pressure on her. She's a tough one to trap. See what happens here. Got up sideline.
3 and 1 3, coach.
I'll tell you what. That's where a Generation X guy is going crazy, because I can't believe she jacked the 3. And I just sat here and talked about Ashley Cyrus. She is different in going to get a bucket than it is pulling the ball out. She jacks the 3, gets the roll, goes in, and gets fouled.
Hey, can we say that should be on SportsCenter somewhere?
I want to see her make the free throw here. Let's get a 4-point play.
So now she has to make the free throw?
Miss rebound by Raquel Curry. Stolen by Beatty, bringing the ball up the court. Picked her pocket.
No foul, right?
Foul there, no fouls either way, I guess. They're going to let them keep playing. And I just had that conversation with Raquel Curry earlier before the game about not moving when you get in the lane. Just letting somebody come in there and let her get the bucket. But they foul. And it makes it 59-54 to get to stop the clock and put the pressure back on.
So that, just to rewind a little bit, and 1 3-pointer, Mr. Free Throw. We were up by, what was it, 7? Now they're up by 5. With an and 1, so now they're up by 4 now. 19 seconds left. The game is not over yet, Coach. That was a foul. So we 1-1, correct, or is it timeout?
No, they called a timeout there. I mean, really, in essence, what you want to do, Zanaya took the ball out. Rocky's supposed to take the ball out, and they gave it to Rocky. She should have just gotten fouled there. And they still have going to be in the 1-and-1. So you just got to go here and make your free throws, really.
Yes. So 15.6 seconds left, essentially 16 seconds left. 59-55. Penwood is leading the Perkiomen. Jesus. Volley. Lady Vikings right now for the District 1 playoffs. Penn will be taking the ball out, I would say, on the opposite end of the court. And I'm assuming they're going to have to foul.
Yeah.
Go for it still, then foul.
Yes. And I think in Penwood, you just have to be smart enough to say, let me get myself fouled. I think the hard part is a lot of kids don't want to get trapped.
Yes. They're afraid to make that turnover, right?
Yeah.
And also, and a lot of times, sometimes they anticipate contact, and then the contact doesn't come, and then they force a turnover themselves, like travel or something like that. So hopefully we just take our time.
Yes.
And be confident, all right? This is the time that we don't need to scream. Just be confident. Let's just win this game. Let's just go into a good Saturday, all right? Because it's been a great game.
All right, we got 15 seconds left, 15.6 seconds left in the ball game. Penwood's got to bring the ball in. They're bringing it in three-quarter court. Raquel Curry taking the ball out here. Doesn't look like there's a screen going on. I think you got to get the ball. I would like to throw the ball up to Zanaya.
Oh.
Quick foul.
That was a quick foul. So now it's 1-1. We make two, we make it a two-possession game.
Yeah, you know, I'm old school. I get everybody off the free throw line, set everybody back in the zone.
Defense, yep.
Yeah.
Or I send on my bigs back, at least my guards can be up. Just
get
a little pressure.
Yeah, I'm coaching against all mistakes.
There you go.
Hey, but if you got the right player at the line and knocking down the free throws, none of that matters.
Now, this is the time I will set everybody back. I don't need you up there. And she made 2. Ice in the veins,
6-point game. A little bit of pressure.
Look for number 3.
Quick layup.
That was a good smart take. Get a quick 2. Only got 3 seconds off the clock. Now they're back on defense again. We're still looking for pressure, but again, they're going to foul now. There's no time to go for a steal. You got to foul and try to save as much time on the clock as possible.
Yeah, you need 2 possessions. They really. I'm not opposed to getting a quick layup. I think that was smart by Nia Daisy, but we're really at 9.6 seconds. They got to need 2 possessions, so they're going to need to foul here and then get a quick 3 and then get the ball back again. Really, in essence, after the next possession, Penwood doesn't even really have to inbound the ball again.
No, or if anything, when in doubt, throw it long, because you don't want to at least get a turnover under your basket or close to your basket, but just make sure that someone touches it if you throw it long. You don't want it to just throw it out of bounds out there, because they're going to take the ball out of bounds under your own basket as well. So crucial, but again, let's not overthink it. Okay, so turnover on Penwood.
I'm just being quiet because there's a lot going on over there. And it looked like you said that there was a tap, but Penwood totally unprepared in both of those situations.
So,
no way those situations happen.
Wow. So turnover on Penwood has led to PV Vikings, Lady Vikings, coming through with a 3-point shot by Nyla Daisy.
Big half for Nia Daisy,
Yes.
especially with foul trouble and with the game being a zone game and kind of maybe taking her out. She's made some tough baskets, and that was a tough 3. Straight on. No way she should have got that shot.
Very tough 3. I think everybody was thinking that the ball was going to Beatty. Everybody was keen on the ball going back to her, and so they were assuming that she was going to take one dribble, pass it back, and she did. She took the shot, and she made it now. So now the game is 1-point game.
Interesting game when it comes to how they have to have the score points early. We got a lot of points from Beatty in the first half. They also got some offense in the first half from Emma Miley, but in the second half, it's been a lot of Nia Daisy, and there's been a lot of extra help coming in from Ella Stein to keep this game close. So 1-point game, 4.2 seconds. Penwood's got the ball. We're in that 60 range that I was talking about. And are they going to be smart enough and wise enough to get a bucket here? And as you said, throw it long.
Yes, throw it long. This is not the time where we want to get an unforced turnover under the basket.
All right, they got it in. She got 2 dribbles and a foul, 2.4 seconds left.
I was so happy that the referee did not call that infamous carry that he's been calling.
I thought he was going to call that there. I actually did because, in essence, that was a place where she got up underneath the basketball here.
Yes, she did. So
it was that foul. That was the foul on Daisy.
Now Daisy. So
as a senior, could be the last couple of plays, or this is a tough spot here because really need Shea to come down and make the free throws.
Good shot. If she makes this shot, then they would have to make a 3 to bring it to overtime.
Well, yeah, definitely they had to do it. I'm always nervous about people being in the lane. She makes them both. I would have one person on the ball.
Would you foul here?
No. Yeah. Ladies basketball is a little more of a heave to make those full court ones, even though there was a great one on TV the other night. One of the games I was watching, I saw a heave during the conference tournament, but Penwood pulls it out, 63-60.
Yes.
And
we
are moving.
It was a great game, Coach. The Penwood Patriots definitely closed the game out the right way, I would say, with an and 1 3-pointer and make sure that they they just did what they needed to do to win. You know, I shout out to PV for coming in, fighting strong, and doing what they need to do. But, you know, Penwood came through and followed through with the victory. What's your final thoughts, Coach?
Wow, we got a good ball game there.
It
was interesting, and it was a lot of good shooting in the game as well. And so for Penwood Patriots, I'm happy for them. They actually, in essence, are kind of back at the same spot they were last year. And you know, if this was last year, you know, this win would be putting them probably in the state tournament.
Okay.
But they're here to get the number 1 seed. And get a chance to play at Springford against a Division I player, and that's going to be awesome. It's going to be a super tough challenge. Sitting next to the Perk Valley girls and seeing them shedding their tears, and we all remember the moment.
Yes,
I remember the moment.
I remember that moment as well.
I shed a lot of tears in my last state playoff game, and so you know, there's never a good day. We watch the Hall of Famers cry at their press conferences. There's never a day when you lose out and you have to move on and end the season where it's not meaningful. And
yes, and as a former player, and I remember my as a senior what my final game was like, and identifying what it really means when it's all over. You know, these are the last times and some of the last moments you're gonna have with some of your teammates, especially if you guys don't really do a lot of things outside of basketball, outside of your team camaraderie. So some of these moments are your hardest moments, and especially when you never want to leave anything left. And some of the times you're thinking about what else could I have done, or if you gave it all, you gave it all. So shout out to PV, the Lady Vikings. It's the first time making districts in about 3 years. So I know that they will be coming back for a vengeance next year, and they're a young group as well. So I know this is a team that we can look out for in the future.
yeah, they actually had a really good game, and they played very free, actually. I wasn't expecting them to come in and be as free as they were, and they were. And I give them a lot of credit for that. Tough loss there for Nia Daisy as a senior. And
Yes.
it's always tough to end the game and move forward. But she played a good game today. She was in it the whole game, and even battling foul trouble.
Yes.
But we got a big performance from Shay.
Yes.
Some streaky buckets from Ashley Cyrus, especially the big 3 and 1 down the stretch that put us up 7.
We can't forget about the magnet now.
And you know, I was going to the Magnets
you
and
gotta
Nia
get
Gillis.
the magnet in there.
You know, and for all our Penwood people watching, there's an article. Matter of fact, I want to send it and share it with the students. Danye Red plays for Morgan State, and she's a Division I player out of Penwood, and struggled here a little bit, 9th and 10th grade, and just trying to get it together, and wasn't able to qualify for Division I, went to junior college, and then went to Morgan State. And the article was just talking about her as a senior leader and what she brings to the team, and how she's irreplaceable, and she's averaging almost a double-double for her second year in a row. And I see a lot of Danye was probably maybe the best player we've ever had here, but I see a lot of Zania Gillis, her ability in Danye, kind of what we're dealing with. Totally different off the side, but a lot of those same attributes and skill levels. So I'm hoping she can pick it up. She'll get an extra game, and we'll get back for another. Well, we won't be back for another because they'll be on the road, but we will get to see Penwood play another game.
Yes, I look forward to, and me with my 7 years of coaching at Millersville with the women's program there, there's a lot of talent here on this court here, man, and it reminds me of some of the players that I coached up at Millersville. So I know that there's a lot of gems here. So I think that we can do well. Just because schools aren't looking at some of our players now doesn't mean they won't be, right? So Springford, they have something to look forward to. I know that we're going to learn a lot from today's game and transition into the next game. But all in all, we came out with the victory today, 63-60, and we're going to the next round of districts.
All right, well, we want to thank all the Perk Valley people that came and visited us, and to all my Penwood people, as I shot you out after every game, go Wood.
Go Wood.
And we thank you for following us here at the Shoebox, and we will see you with the alternate fall sports starting next week, and we'll be releasing our schedule for that coming up soon.
Hey, thank you, Coach Red, for this opportunity so I could share her with you, man. It's always good to sit next to a Hall of Famer.
I appreciate you having you, Javon. And thank you for your time and your love for the program, and thanks for coming back and bringing your son with you.
Oh, of course.
All right. Go Wood.